Hi guys, how are you doing? This is from techcentury and this is my review of the Grip Shear Matte case by Belkin for the HTC One. Now, before we start off with this review, I have to say that case reviews aren't really my favorite videos to do. I think they're rather boring in general. But while it's very easy to find a good case for something like an iPhone, I found out that finding a case for the HTC One is quite difficult. So this was actually the first case that I ordered off Amazon. I think it's called Mumbi X Grip or something. And this retails for around $8, I believe. And is this flimsy silicon TPU mixture that's just really flexible. Overall looks pretty crappy, especially when it's on the device, and you can barely press the buttons because just the side panels are so bad. And so I used this for basically 2 months just because I wasn't able to find a better case. But now I actually found a better case, and this is the one from Belkin that you see right here. Now if we take this out of the box, which is a fairly simple procedure, then we'll see the case right here. So here we have the case itself. Now this is also a TPU case, so it is flexible, not just as flexible as the other case that you saw before, but besides that we'll have a slightly translucent black matte finish to it. And if we just look around, of course we'll have a cutout for the camera itself as well as for the secondary microphone on the back. But let's just put in the phone. So here I have my HTC One and we can just slide it in from the top portion and then just press it in and it just snaps pretty well on there. Now we see right here the HTC One in the case. I think this is a rather nice look to it with the black border all around. Of course we'll have a cutout on the bottom for the micro USB port as well as others, or for another microphone right there. Then on the right side we'll have access to the volume up and down control. And this is actually not a cutout but another panel that's on top, but it's just very responsive and it's really easy to click. So especially with the other case, you basically didn't have any feedback. So I really like this about the case. On the top we'll have of course a cutout for the headphone jack as well as for the on and off switch. Now I'm not quite sure why they made a cutout right there and didn't really make the same as on the side for the volume up and down. I feel like it's kinda hard to get in there to press the button. Maybe it's because it's the IR blaster at the same time. Not quite sure. I would have preferred a solution like here on the right side. But nonetheless it works. Then on the back we'll just have slightly embossed logo here from Belkin, as well as another Belkin logo here on the right side. As I mentioned before, it's slightly translucent, so you can still see the design of the HTC One. So for example, the Beats audio branding right here and the HTC logo. So overall I think that the design is pretty nice, but what's really good about this case is basically the finish. So this is kind of a soft touch finish overall to the case. Now it does attract fingerprints and smudges rather easily, but it just feels absolutely nice in the hand. So while I basically felt like, okay, this is a great phone, but when I actually pick it up in this other case, it just feels like a stupid, cheap piece of plastic, then this is just a way better case and I can highly recommend it. I purchased this for around 17 euros from Amazon Germany. So if you're looking for a good case for the HTC One, then this is certainly one to look at. And I actually have a pretty similar case from Belkin also on my Galaxy S4, as you see right here. So also on the Galaxy S4 it does a really nice job and I can just highly recommend it for the S4 as well as for the HTC One. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button below. If you have any other recommendations about good cases for the HTC One or the S4, just let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks again for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. If you're not already, please make sure to subscribe. See you next time.